Hello students. So today also we will continue the political unification after the French Revolution. Okay, the political unification. Okay, this was after the French Revolution. Okay, next point is continental system. Okay, continental system. Finding it difficult to defeat England in straight fight, Napoleon devised the means of economic warfare. This policy came to be known as the continental system. So, Napoleon was finding difficult to defeat England in a straight fight. Okay, so he devised the means of economic warfare. Okay, so he introduced the means of economic warfare, and that policy came to be known as the continental system. In this, he imposed economic blockade against England and prevented import of English goods by other countries of Europe. To implement this, a series of decrees or orders were issued, but this system turned out to be a failure. So, according to continental system, okay, what issued the policy? Napoleon imposed economic blockade, okay, against England, and he prevented all other European countries to import English goods. And to implement this, he issued a series of orders, okay, but the system was just failure. Okay, the system turned out to be a failure. Why? Because without the English goods, the the other European countries, they were not able to do anything. As a result, smuggling started and goods were somehow imported to other countries of Europe, and many other countries, they opposed of this continental system. That is why it turned out to be a failure. Next is zenith of French Empire. Okay, zenith of French Empire. By 1810, the French Empire reached its greatest extent. Along with the French Empire, Napoleon controlled the Swiss and Rhine Confederation, Duchy of Warsaw, and the Kingdom of Italy. So, by 1810, the French Empire, okay, rose or reached its very extent, okay, or greatest extent. And with it, the French Empire, Napoleon, he was able to control many of the European countries such as Swiss and Rhine Confederation, Duchy of Warsaw, and the Kingdom of Italy. Next we will see war against Russia. In 1812, Napoleon launched an attack against Russia, but his campaign turned into one of the most terrible military disasters in history. The Russian winter set in and caused untold misery to the French soldiers. So, in 1812, Napoleon launched attack against Russia, but this campaign was failure, and it turned into one of the most terrible military disasters in history. Why? Because while he was attacking against Russia, the winter came. The winter in the Russia set in, and it caused an untold misery to the French soldiers. That means because of cold, they were not able to fight against Russia, and that is why it is said that it was something untold misery to the French soldiers. Next point is Battle of Leipzig. Okay, Battle of Leipzig. Napoleon's failure against Russia greatly undermined his position. It encouraged the countries of Europe to launch united campaign against him. In 1813, a coalition comprising England, Austria, Russia, Prussia, and Sweden marched against Napoleon and defeated the French forces in Battle of Leipzig in Germany. Napoleon escaped narrowly and took refuge at the Italian island called Elba. So, when Napoleon was defeated in Russia, his position, okay, greatly decreased, and that is why this defeat encouraged the countries of Europe to launch united campaign against Napoleon. Okay, because of his undermined position, all other countries of Europe united and started campaigning against Napoleon. In 1830, a coalition comprising England, Austria, Russia, Prussia, and Sweden, they marched against Napoleon and defeated the French forces in Battle of Leipzig in Germany. And Napoleon here, he just narrowly escaped, otherwise he could have been killed or imprisoned there. But he escaped and ran away and took refuge at the Italian island called Elba. Okay. Next is Battle of Waterloo. In 1815, Napoleon troops made a comeback. This comeback greatly alerted the coalition forces, and they hurriedly declared war against Napoleon. Consequently, in the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was defeated and exiled to the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic, where he lived till his death in 1820. So, in 1815, okay, he was defeated in 1813 in the Battle of Leipzig, and slowly by 1815, Napoleon troops made a comeback, and seeing his comeback, other countries of Europe, okay, or coalition forces, they were alert, okay, they became alert and hurriedly they declared war against Napoleon. And as a result, and consequently, in the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was defeated and he was sent to exile, okay, or exiled to the island of Saint Helena in the South Atlantic, okay, where he lived till his death in 1821. So, until his death, Napoleon lived in St. Helena in the South Atlantic in 1821.